The dimly lit room was filled with the scent of expensive cologne and danger. You shifted uncomfortably in your seat, cursing yourself for agreeing to stay behind when your brother and his friends had left for a sudden call. Now you were trapped in the suffocating presence of John Jungkook, your brother's best friend, a man known for his sharp mind and even sharper threats. Jungkook was watching you, his dark eyes glinting with amusement. You seem nervous, sweetheart, afraid to be alone with me. You scoffed, masking your unease with bravado. Why would I? You are just my brother's annoying best friend. A slow smirk curled on his lips as he leaned forward, resting his elbows on his knees. Annoying? That's a first. Usually people call me terrifying. You rolled your eyes, refusing to be intimidated. Well, I don't scare easily. His smirk widened, then prove it, let's play a game. You frowned, crossing your arms. What kind of game? A simple one, he said, tilting his head slightly. I ask a question. If you answer wrong, you owe me 4 kisses. Your breath hitched at the audacity of his words. What? That's not even fair. He shrugged nonchalantly. Life isn't fair, but if you're so confident, you won't lose, right? You narrowed your eyes at him, debating whether to walk away, but your pride refused to back down. If he wanted to play, you would show him that you weren't afraid. Your heartbeat pounded in your ears. And if I refuse, his smirk deepened. You won't. You swallowed hard. He was right, because despite the warnings, despite knowing exactly who he was, you were drawn to him in a way you couldn't explain. Maybe it was the way he carried himself, or the way his gaze never wavered, like he already owned every inch of space between you both. Maybe it was because, for once, you wanted to know what it feels like to play with fire. Fine, but if I win, you have to do whatever I say for a whole day. Jungkook chuckled, eyes filled with intrigue. Deal, but remember, one wrong answer equals 4 kisses, and I don't play games I intend to lose. Good, because I'm not also a loser, you said in a challenging tone, making him smile even wider. The first few questions were simple. He started with things about your brother, your favorite colors, your hobbies. You answered easily, gaining confidence with each correct answer. But then his questions shifted. What was I thinking about the first time I met you? He asked, voice low, gaze never leaving your face. You blinked, looking at him surprised. How am I supposed to know that? That's impossible. His smirk was victorious. A wrong answer. That's 4 kisses, sweetheart. Your breath hitched as he leaned in, his scent enveloping you. You tried to move back, but he was too quick, capturing your chin between his fingers. Shall we start collecting? He murmured, tilting your face up to his. You swallowed hard, trying to find an escape, but your mind betrayed you, focusing only on the warmth of his breath against your lips. Then his lips brushed against yours, soft, teasing yet undeniably possessive one. He pulled back slightly, giving you a moment to process before claiming another kiss, this one deeper, making your heart stutter. 2. Your fingers clenched against the couch, trying to steady yourself. The third kiss was slower, lingering as if he was savoring the taste of your defeat. 3. And the fourth, it left you breathless, your mind blank, your heart pounding so loudly you swore he could hear it. When he finally pulled away, his thumb traced your swollen lips, eyes dark with something unreadable. Care to go for another round? You hated how your body betrayed you, how you didn't immediately say no because deep down you knew you had already lost more than just the game. No, you stammered, shaking your head. That was just one round. I won't lose again. Jungkook smirked, leaning back casually as if your reaction amused him. We'll see. Here's your next question. What's my favorite way to relax after a long day? Your brows furrowed. That's working out. He clicked his tongue. Wrong answer. I like having a drink with someone interesting. That's another four cases. No way, that's not fair. Rules are rules, sweetheart. He moved closer, his eyes glinting, and you keep losing. Before you could process anything, his lips were on yours. This time, his lips captured yours with more purpose, making your breath hitch. Fingers curled into the fabric of your clothes as he pressed another lingering kiss against your lips. His hands rested on either side of you, trapping you against the couch. By the fourth, you weren't sure if you were still playing the game or if he was just taking what he wanted. When he finally pulled away, you were left breathless, heart hammering wildly in your chest. You're enjoying this, aren't you? He murmured, his lips ghosting over your cheek. Shut up. You whispered, but your voice betraying you. Jungkook chuckled. Alright, next question. What's the one thing I would never forgive? You swallowed, trying to focus. Betrayal. His gaze darkened. Correct. Good girl. Heat rushed to your cheeks at the praise and you looked away. Next. What's my biggest fear? You hesitated, thinking carefully, losing someone you care about. His smirk faded slightly, and for a moment something unreadable flickered in his eyes. Right again. The game continued, the tension between you thick enough to cut with a knife. Every wrong answer led to stolen kisses, and every right answer only intensified the smoldering gaze he directed at you. You were getting to know him even more, not through your brother, not secretly. He was opening up to you like an open book. And you knew he knows what you feel about him, and that's why he was taking the first step because you were afraid of. Do you want to stop here? He asked, looking for any sign of discomfort, but you shook your head. You were enjoying it. You were loving the way he was opening up to you, claiming you. No. Next question. He smiled. Why do you keep running from me? Your heart clenched. You weren't expecting that. You should have known better. You opened your mouth, then closed it. The truth was tangled in your throat, refusing to come out. Because he was dangerous, because he was your brother's best friend, because you knew that once you gave in, there would be no turning back. There was a long silence. His fingers slid under your chin, tilting your face up. Should I take your silence as a wrong answer? Your breath hitched, heart hammering against your ribs. His touch was light, yet it set your skin on fire. You swallowed hard, your lips parting slightly, but no words came out. His dark eyes searched yours, a flicker of amusement mixed with something deeper, something more dangerous. I don't know. That sounds like another wrong answer. A slow smirk tugged at his lips, and before you could react, his free hand found your waist, pulling you a fraction closer. The heat between you was suffocating, thick with an unspoken history neither of you dared to voice. You knew what he was doing. You knew why he didn't hesitate. You weren't just some girl to him. You were your brother's sister, off limits, forbidden. Yet here you were caught up in his trap, and the worst part, you didn't want to escape. Jungkook, your voice barely came out as a whisper, but he heard it. His fingers brushed along your jaw, tracing the outline with an intimacy that sent shivers down your spine. Yes, sweetheart. You had been playing with fire all night, teasing, testing, daring him, and now here you were, trapped between his presence and the weight of your own reckless choices. You swallowed, attempting to ignore the way your pulse betrayed you, pounding hard against your ribs. Maybe I just don't feel like answering. Jungkook's lips curled into a smirk. That's not how this game works, sweetheart. His hand didn't move, still cradling your chin as he studied you. His eyes held a quiet storm, intense, unyielding but patient. A dangerous patience, the kind that made your stomach twist in knots because you knew that no matter how much you wanted to believe you were in control, you never really were. Not with him, not with John Jungkook. Your brother's best friend, the man you weren't supposed to be this close to, yet somehow always ended up with. The one who played by his own rules, who never let anyone dictate his actions, and right now his only focus was on you. You let out a slow exhale, trying to gather your thoughts. It's just a stupid game, Jungkook. It doesn't mean anything. His grip tightened ever so slightly, his thumb brushing the corner of your lips in a touch so brief yet so electrifying. It sent a rush through you. Is that what you keep telling yourself, or are you afraid how good it feels? Your eyes flickered away, but he didn't let you escape. His smirk faded, replaced by something deeper, something more raw. One wrong answer, four kisses, that was the deal. His voice dipped lower, sending a shiver down your spine. And you just gave me a wrong answer. You could barely breathe as he leaned in, his lips hovering just over yours. Tell me to stop, he murmured, his breath ghosting against your skin. Tell me you don't want this. Silence filled the room. Your body betrayed you before your mind could ever catch up. You didn't move away, you didn't push him back, and Jungle, perceptive as ever, saw right through you. His lips brushed yours, the faintest of touches, teasing, testing, giving you one last chance to deny him, but you didn't. Your hands curled into the fabric of his shirt, holding on to him, grounding yourself against the chaos. And then he kissed you. It wasn't rushed, it wasn't harsh. It was slow, deliberate, as if he wanted to savor every second of it. Your breath mixed with his, your senses overwhelmed by everything that was Jungkook. His warmth, his scent, the way he moved against you with unshakable confidence, the way he made you feel like the only thing that mattered in that moment. He kissed you with passion, pouring all the love he feels for you, promising you that he feels the same and he's not afraid of showing it. By the time he finally pulled away, your head was spinning. He rested his forehead against yours, his breathing uneven. Still think it doesn't mean anything. You knew you couldn't lie, not this time, not when your body, your heart, your very soul screamed the truth. You met his gaze, and for the first time you let yourself be honest. I don't know how to stop this. I don't even think I want to. Jungkook's expression softened, his usual cockiness replaced by something far more sincere. He cupped your cheek, his thumb tracing slow circles against your skin. Then don't. And just like that, the game no longer mattered, because this, whatever this was no longer just a game, it was real, and you weren't running from it anymore. The next morning, you woke up tangled in sheets that still carried the warmth of last night. Your body felt different, charged, restless. The weight of what happened with Jungkook still lingered on your skin. It wasn't just about the game anymore. Something had shifted, something irreversible. A soft knock on your bedroom door jolted you upright. Your heart pounded for a moment. You thought it might be Jungkook. But no, he wouldn't be that reckless. It was your brother's voice that cut through the silence. You up? Panic surged through you, but you forced yourself to sound normal. Yeah, what's up? I didn't see you come back last night. Were you with Jungkook? He said, suspicion lacing his words. You swallowed, gripping the sheets. No, I stayed over at a friend's place. Silence, a long silence. All right, breakfast in 10. You let out a breath, but the tension didn't ease. The guilt, the thrill, the unshakable weight of last night clung to you. You needed to see Jungkook. You needed to know if he felt it too. This thing that happened ignited between you. It wasn't hard to find him. Jungkook was in the backyard leaning against his car, arms crossed over his chest. His dark eyes found you instantly, holding you in place like gravity itself. You hesitated before stepping closer, glancing back at the house to make sure your brother wasn't watching. Good morning, princess. We need to talk. His lips curled into a smirk. I was wondering when you would come find me. This isn't funny, Jungkook. Who said I was laughing? He murmured, tilting his head. You look like you barely slept. Wonder whose fault that is. You shot back, folding your arms. He chuckled but didn't deny it. Instead, he reached out, fingers brushing your wrist, lightly sending a shiver up your spine. Did you regret it? The question stole the air from your lungs. Did you? The way his lips had claimed yours, the way he had whispered your name like it belonged to him, the way you had let him. No, you admitted, voice barely above a whisper. Something dark flickered in his eyes, something possessive. He stepped closer, his presence intoxicating. Then what's the problem? The problem is my brother, you said, snapping back to reality. He trusts you. If he finds out, Jungkook's jaw tensed. If he finds out, I'll deal with it. You don't get it. He's going to. I don't care. I don't care if he punches me, yells at me, tells me to stay away. I'm not walking away from this. Your breath hitched. Jungkook. He lifted your chin just like last night, forcing you to look at him. Tell me you don't want this. Tell me last night was nothing and I'll walk away. You opened your mouth but no words came out. Because it wasn't nothing, it was everything. Before you could respond, the sound of the back door slamming open made you jump. Your brother was standing there, eyes flickering between you and Jungkook, expression darkening by the second. What the hell is going on? Your stomach dropped. Jungkook didn't move away, didn't step back. He simply looked at your brother, then at you, and made a choice. He laced his fingers with yours. Your brother's eyes widened, disbelief morphing into anger. Yeah, Jungkook, what are you doing? Are you serious right now? Listen, you started, but he cut you off. You were with him last night. His voice was sharp, accusing. Jungkook finally spoke, his voice steady. Yeah, she was with me. Didn't you say she's my responsibility? Your brother took a threatening step forward, fist clenched. Yeah, I did. But you think you can just... I love her. The words crashed over you like a tidal wave. Your breath caught, your heart stuttered. Your brother froze, thrown off balance. What? Jungkook didn't hesitate. I love her and I'm not going to pretend otherwise. Your brother looked at you then as if waiting for you to deny it, to say it was a mistake, but you couldn't. Instead, you squeezed Jungkook's hand tighter and pouted. Oppa, I love him too. He looked at you in stunned silence for a while. Then your brother exhaled sharply, dragging a hand down his face. I can't believe this. I left you with him for a few hours and everything changed. God. Jungkook held firm. Hyung, you don't have to like it, but you're going to have to accept it. Your brother eyed him, then you, his expression unreadable. Finally, with a sigh, he muttered, I need a drink, and walked away, leaving you and Jungkook standing there, hands still intertwined. Jungkook let out a breath, a slow smirk creeping onto his lips. Well, that went better than I expected. See, he's afraid of me. You scoffed a chuckle. He's going to kill you later. Nah, he can't kill his brother-in-law. You rolled your eyes, but you couldn't fight the smile tugging at your lips. Because somehow, despite everything, it really was.